Kings 7:3-6. It was covered with cedar above over the 45 beams, which were on the pillars, 15 in a row. So, this is referring to his house. Cedar was a strong wood, so this is for structure. It also looks nice. These columns, pillars, are for decoration, not really support. Maybe some of them would have been supportive, but you don't need 45 to support a building. I doubt his palace would have been that big. However, these may have been for support, but most likely he put them in there for looks as well. Pillars in Roman culture signified an important building. It was done to the temples of worship and other structures that were high value in the Roman society. And we see a little bit of that here where he puts pillars, columns in his home. So he's putting his home as a high value, his palace that he's building for him that takes twice as long as him building the temple. Verse 4. There were beams in 3 rows, and a window was over against the window in 3 ranks. And so windows weren't very common in this time. Maybe one window, but more and more detailed the house was, and more money went into building it. So you may have had one window and one door, but that was probably it at this time. So to have mention of 3 rows here is highly not common. It shows the value and importance that he put into building this. Verse 5. All the doors and the posts were made square with beams, and the window was over against window in 3 ranks. And so everything was square with the beams, the cedar beams that are used in the roof, attached to the pillars. To hold up the pillars, perhaps. So we see detail in this. He made the porch of pillars, and the length of it was 50 cubits, and the breadth of it 30 cubits, and the porch before them, and the pillars and a threshold before them. At this time, having a porch was very uncommon, especially having one that was in. If you're going to build a roofed building, roofed in place, it's going to be your house. At this time, people would have been more prone to have a roof over their head rather than one outside. So having a porch wasn't common. We see how this is done in the temple. Solomon does it in his own palace. While there may have been use for this, we also see that Solomon puts a lot of planning into his house. You know, as Christians, there's going to be things we plan out. Many of them things are self-motivated, like Solomon here building his palace. We should wonder, how much is self-motivated, and then how much are we willing to plan for the Lord? Solomon did build the temple of God first, but did he allow more planning, more importance to go in that? Because he should have, because if it was equal him building his house, he was in the wrong. We need to put God first before our plans. Allow his plans to precede ours. That way it's in proper position.